What's going on there, friends? My name is M33 and welcome to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow for the Gameboy Advance. And most of you guys know that I did LP this game about 6 or 7 years ago. It's been a long time. However, the way I LP'd the game was through a live stream and export directly from my Twitch channel onto my YouTube channel, everything was all completely unedited, and so I want to do it again in a Let's Play format. I've always wanted to do it again in a Let's Play format. It's just that now I have the opportunity to actually do it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and select a new game here. And I really like this game. This is the first Castlevania game that I started playing, and it has become one of my favorites in the Castlevania series. It still is. There is another one that I'm currently playing through on my own time that I'm really enjoying more, although I can't really say that one's my favorite without really finishing the game. So for now, this is my favorite. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new game here. And the game starts off with a little story here. The year is 2035, 15 years from when I'm recording this. Japan. Crowds of spectators are gathering around in anticipation of the first full solar eclipse of the 21st century. My name is Soma Cruz, and I am a high school exchange student studying abroad in Japan. I live near the Hakuba Shrine, an ancient shrine with strong ties to Japanese mythology. Mina Hakuba, the only daughter of the shrine's caretaker, is both my classmate and my childhood friend. I started making my way to the shrine to see the solar eclipse with Mina, but for some strange reason, the stairway leading up to the shrine was longer than usual. And I couldn't read the rest of it because I started reading very late. The pitch black sun is holding a chaotic darkness. I cannot read that. The moon's white, the words are white, it's hard to read. But the story is, well, you're gonna see soon enough. It gets pretty dark early on. There's a little foreshadow inside the moon right there. And wow, we seem to have passed out or something? Where am I? What happened? So you decided to join us. Did you have a pleasant nap? Who is this guy? It's okay, Soma. His name is Genya Arcado. Skip the introductions? Why are you skipping the introductions, man? Come on. Why have you come here? We're in Dracula's castle. So we're in Europe? Inside the solar eclipse. How do you go inside of a solar eclipse? That sounds bizarre. It's like this. Oh no! What the heck? We got enemies! Oh no! What happened to Mina? Go back to where you came from! Boom! Oh, whoa! What is this? Winged skeleton? Throw spears? What was that thing? So it is awakened. What has? The spear of the creature you killed has just entered your body. You have the power to absorb the abilities of the monsters you kill. Okay, so apparently I gained some strange power that lets me absorb enemies. I do wish to return. Yeah, I can't leave her. Death will certainly find those who stay here too long. Only you can save her from a painful death. I too have things that I must do within these castle walls. Go, set forth. Both your own life and hers are at stake. Alright! So now we got gameplay. So, you know, typical Castlevania, you can move around, you can jump. And you have your... This is the first Castlevania game where it is considered as a Metroidvania. where it plays in the style of Castlevania and also Metroid, where it's very exploratory. So in this game, you can explore, like in the classic Castlevania series, you can like you go through levels basically, and this is the first Castlevania game where you go through where you just are free to explore anywhere you want. So it's very open-ended, and if you know where to go, it's a very simple game. Otherwise, you are going to be encountering yourself getting lost a few times, but for the most part, the concept's pretty cool. So we have the ability to absorb enemies whenever we kill them. So randomly, it's going to be really hard for me to show this off here, but randomly, you'll get an enemy's soul. When you have an enemy's soul, you can steal you basically have their ability. In this case, we have the wing skeleton right here. So if we go ahead and use it, we can throw spears, which allows us to have like long-range attacks, which is pretty good. Also, enemies can drop equipment or weapons. In this case, one of the zombies dropped a claw tunic. Go ahead and equip it, and any equipment that you get affects your stats, which in most cases is a good thing. In fact, one of the zombies here are dropping a weapon, but that's okay. We're not in too much of a hurry of getting it. That's a short sword, and you can test like different weapons if you want. So like here's the short sword right here. It's more longer range, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. So yeah, you're gonna be encountering like a variety of different kinds of enemies as you go through the game. It allows you to get like a lot of different souls. Some enemies have souls that are pretty easy to get, whereas some other enemies have a really low drop rate, or have a really low rate of getting souls. Sometimes you can get really lucky, and other times you're gonna have to like kill enemies a lot of times in order to finally obtain their soul. So let's see. Down here is a bit of an optional area. So I'm kind of just exploring this part just to see what we got. It's been a long time since I've played this game, so I will be taking my time a little bit here. Swimming physics are pretty interesting in this game because you don't really swim, you just kind of float in the water, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, that defies the law of water physics, I guess, because in real life you don't just float in water. Like, it actually takes some effort to float. Okay, grab the tasty meat there, and we can't really go any further than this, so this will have to do. Also, you can open up the map, which this is what the map looks like. In my old playthrough, I did a map completion playthrough where I filled up the entire game's map, and I'm probably not gonna be doing that this time because that requires me to do some arbitrary stuff sometimes. So I'm probably just gonna focus on showing off as much as I can. I'm definitely not gonna be getting every single soul in the playthrough because some souls are really bizarre to get. But I'll try to show off as many like cool stuff as I can while going through this game. Like I said, this game's not very long, so this LP is most certainly not gonna last that long. Now, if you can somehow get the Mermaid Soul, which has a decently high chance, well, a pretty likely chance, then its soul is pretty good. So Okay, we didn't get it, but that's fine. Whenever you level up, your stats get stronger. Well, that's what it's. Well, that's what it's. That's what leveling up is supposed to do. And so, with me being level 2, that's a pretty good thing. Alright, right here you can get yourself a cape. I'm gonna go ahead and equip it. There we go. A cape is an accessory, and accessories have varying stat changes. So you just kind of have to mess around with different accessories to figure out which accessories work best for you. So we have more enemies here. We have skeletons. And then we have this, which we got the axe armors. The axe armors are your first tough enemies to deal with, as they're huge, obviously, and sometimes, yeah, as you can see right there, they can sometimes be kind of a pain, but no big deal. And then we have the axe, and then we have the skull archers. Whenever you see candles, you can hit them and you get money. Unless you're not at full magic, then it'll drop hearts. And hearts refill your magic, pretty much. Okay, so now we have our first boss. Anytime you see those type of doors, then you will fight a boss. Whoa! Alright, so this boss isn't really hard, although that can be argued. Most bosses are fairly easy as long as you know their attack patterns. Fighting every enemy in this game, well, most enemies have like a pattern where if you know the patterns, then all the enemies are very predictable to fight. If you know a lot of the enemy attack patterns, then it typically is very hard to get hit. Now, don't expect anything amazing from me because I'm not, like, super good at Castlevania games. Castlevania games are very difficult, and you don't want, at a certain point, there will be times where I will be farming XP in between videos, and that is because you do not want to be underleveled in this game. If you're underleveled, you're going to run into a lot of trouble throughout the game. So I will be getting XP off screen. And you'll also be seeing me kill enemies like that are on my path as well, because that's just what I typically do in RPGs. Okay. Save room right there. Anytime you reach a save room, then it refills your HP and your magic, which is pretty good. Alright, so you want to go down there. You technically don't have to, but it is in your best interest if you do. Okay, those enemies can be a pain, so thankfully we dealt with that. Alright, now if you're really good, you can do this. Okay, didn't do it right. Ah! Ah! Oh man, okay. Alright, one more try. I almost got it. Alright, whatever. So that's the reason. So the reason I wanted to go down there is for the flying armor. And with the flying armor, you could fly. And what I tried to do was a very precise dash jump in order to make it across without needing the flying armor. But as you can see, it's the timing is extremely precise, so didn't quite get it, but that is okay. Because we went down there anyway, and we needed to go down, well, we kind of wanted to go down there anyway. Alright, got these enemies right here. You might recognize some of these enemies from like the early game, from like earlier in the intro. Now I don't think there's anything too useful over here. We'll see. Okay, there's something up there that I can't get right now. I need other abilities later in order to get that. We got a couple potions. And you can't get up there. Don't try it. Okay, we got all this for an accessory. That's pretty cool. These guys are easy if you hit them from behind. Ah! Yeah, if you hit those enemies from behind, because their necks don't have a hitbox, so you can just go behind them and hit them. Alright, I'm gonna equip the scarf because it raises my defense by a little bit, which will be good to have. And then we head on down. Wow. You can also attack the enemy's projectiles whenever you, yeah, you can also attack the enemy projectiles in order to completely cancel them and, like, deflect them. Which can be very helpful. Alright, we got a leather plate, so I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. And then we got zombie soldiers. Ah. Throws hand grenades. Yeah, you can kind of read the descriptions of the enemies in order to know what they do. And I believe we head on forward. Oh my god. Now the ghosts infinitely respawn. So while you can get a pretty easy XP off of the ghosts, by like taking advantage of that, you really won't get much out of it. Alright, so those guys dropped the rotten meat. Rotten meat is terrible. Do not use rotten meat whatsoever. Ah. Alright, now we have a room with more zombies. Oh my goodness. Okay, my health count is not where I want it to be, and I have a feeling that I may take a death, and that would be very embarrassing for the first episode, where I just die right off the bat. But hopefully that doesn't happen, because it shouldn't happen, because why would it happen? Okay. Okay, nothing up there, so we're just gonna head on downwards. Oh my god. Okay. Oh! No! Okay, get out of here. Oh my god. Oh man, this is pretty scary, but okay, can't get that weapon. But over here's a save room. Thank goodness. Oh man, that was a little bit scary, but we managed to go through it. And now, next time on Aria of Sorrow, hopefully, I don't get myself too destroyed. And with that, that is going to be it for this episode. And next time, we're going to be exploring more of this castle. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.